Continuing with the modern Expo shelving, we are moving on how to make a quotation via Apex. So, as the explanation previously about the wall and gondola units, I will be explaining on how to do the quotation, starting off with the wall section. So, over here you can see that I am writing wall in the section, so we can divide the sections. The first thing we're gonna look up is Modern Expo, complete COMPL in short, wall unit. This code will bring up all the whole units, the complete units that we have explained previously, where the complete units are made out of the bottoms, the backs, and one end upright. For example, if I choose this one, wall unit, height 1473, length 1330, and depth 30, where apex is showing I have 11 in stock, this will show me how to quote it. So over here, we're quoting the complete unit, where the complete unit can come in either white or dark gray. In this case, for a single unit, I'll be needing one. As I am highlighting again in yellow, this is basically what I am quoting. So, as a quantity, therefore, we need, for now, 1. Obviously, this number can be added further on, 1, 2, 3. It depends on how many units the client would like. Next step, after adding the complete unit, would be the wall and upright. So the wall and upright, as we recalled previously, it is to close the units, meaning it is closed and can be fully stuck together, so it will be one complete unit. In this case, we make sure that we're grabbing the same height and the same depth, and don't forget the same color. In this case, we have height 1473, depth 30, 200 millimeters, dark gray. In this case, over here in Apex, we can see that we have 19 in stock. And this one is always just 1, because it's 1 and upright that closes the whole unit. This number cannot be 1, 2, 3 unless you have separate units. For example, if you have two separate units across of each other in two rooms, it means you need two and upright. But if it's for one single continuous unit, you only need one. Moving on, for the last step for the wall units, is the modern Expo complete shelf. Complete shelf is the levels that you have on the unit. Now, the unit itself already comes with one bottom shelf, so when you're asking the client, make sure that you're asking how many levels would you like. If they say 4, make sure to ask would you like 4 with the bottom or without the bottom. If it is with the bottom, therefore it is 3 and not 4. And again, make sure that the length is the same as the unit. However, the depth can vary. The depth can be 40, 30, 50. However, if the bottom is 30, make sure to go smaller and not larger. This is due to balance of the shelving. Therefore, in this case, the client said 4. And I asked if he wanted with the bottom, and he said yes. Therefore, over here we are inputting 3 levels. 3 levels as I explained previously. And as you see on Apex, all these different sets come together. Now, to differ from a wall unit to a gondola unit, I am gonna change the section again so you can see the gondola section. So for the gondola, it's quite similar to the wall, but instead of putting wall, we put up gondola. So in Apex, the code will be modern expo gondola complete COPL for short unit. And as you can see, all the gondola units will come up. As you can see, we have various gondola units, different heights, different lengths, different depths, and different colors. So, to continue with the explanation from beforehand, make sure you read the description properly, as sometimes the end uprights also come up with the gondola unit. In this case, we have made a mistake and we will fix it later. So I will show you on how to fix that mistake later. Now, as well, we need the end upright. So you type in modern gondola end upright. It's important to add the word gondola, as this will bring you up the unit specifically if it's wall or gondola. In this case, we are opting for the same as the wall unit. We have height 147, depth 30 centimeters. However, as you saw, you have 30/30. That means that from one side it goes up 30 and from the other side it goes out 30. So the full depth is actually 60 centimeters. Now that has been added, and as I already previously said, you always add one end upright. Now we have the complete shelves. The complete shelves don't matter if it's for the gondola or for the wall, as these are both the same. So in this case, you don't need to write gondola, you don't need to write wall, just write complete shelf. And make sure it's the same length as the unit and the depth can vary. Over here, we are noticing that we have the mistake of previously, and I'm showing you on how to fix the mistake. So, for this case, you need to delete the item. By deleting the item and reading the description properly, you can see that when you delete it, you have to make sure you're adding the right item. So we press delete, and that's how you delete an item when you do a mistake, and you add the correct item. So modern gondola complete unit. And over here you can see that all the units came up. So we're choosing length 113, depth 30, and in this case we only want one single unit, and that has been also added. We check if we have everything correctly. So we have the complete gondola unit. We didn't add the complete shelf, so we are adding it once again. So complete shelf. And as I mentioned previously, it doesn't matter if you write gondola or wall, because they are both the same. Just make sure it is the same length as the unit itself and the same color. And over here, this time, instead of 3, we're gonna put 6, because 3 in front and 3 at the back. Don't forget to add the discount. As usual, we always add 28% discount, and we press save. You get the quotation number, and once the quotation has downloaded, we can see how it is divided properly. As it has loaded over here, we have the different things on the gondola, where you have technically 3 items: the complete end upright, the complete unit, and the complete shelf, and the wall unit, where you have the complete end upright, the complete unit, and the complete shelves. And that's it.